Have you noticed how some outfits make you glow while others wash you out as you age? As we get older, it's natural to notice that certain shades we once loved no longer flatter us the way they used to. The truth is, the colors we choose can either enhance our natural beauty or unintentionally make us look tired and washed out. In this video, we're diving into 5 colors women over 70 should avoid, and more importantly, what to wear instead. Each choice is backed by simple reasons tied to how colors interact with mature skin tones and how the right alternatives can bring out your natural glow, warmth, and vitality. You'll see that style after 70 isn't about following strict rules. It's about making choices that highlight the grace and confidence you already carry within you. Stay tuned until the end, because you'll not only discover which colors might be holding you back, but also learn the flattering shades that can completely transform the way you see yourself in the mirror. And who knows, by the time we're finished, you may find yourself excited to update your wardrobe with colors that truly reflect the vibrant woman you are today. Now let's get started. Number 1. Beige and light tan. One of the most common mistakes women make as they get older is leaning too heavily on beige or light tan. At first glance, these shades seem safe, neutral, and easy to wear, but the challenge is that they often blend too closely with mature skin tones, especially when natural brightness begins to soften with age. Instead of offering a clean and polished look, these colors can wash you out, leaving your face looking dull or even a little tired. It's not that beige is a bad color, it simply doesn't provide the contrast that older skin often needs to look vibrant. Think about the last time you put on a beige blouse or light tan sweater. Did you notice that your skin looked paler, or that the lines on your face stood out a little more? This happens because beige lacks the depth to frame your features. Psychologically, colors influence how others perceive energy, health, and vitality. When your clothing is merely the same shade as your skin, it signals sameness rather than brightness. It can create the impression of fading into the background, which is not what you want when you've lived decades full of experiences and deserve to stand out. The alternative, warm ivory or soft cream. These tones are still light and neutral, but they carry a gentle warmth that reflects against your skin rather than blending into it. Ivory, for instance, has just enough depth to highlight your natural features. It gives a glow that brings life back to your complexion. Soft cream offers a similar effect, adding richness without being harsh. Many women in their 70s and 80s are surprised to discover that switching from beige to cream instantly makes them look fresher and more alive. Imagine Mary, a 75-year-old woman who always favored beige cardigans because she thought they were practical and subtle. She shared that she often felt her skin looked flat in photos. After a friend suggested cream instead, she noticed not only that her skin appeared brighter, but that others began complimenting her glow. That small change in color gave her the confidence to experiment more with her wardrobe. Colors speak without words. When you wear shades that highlight your natural warmth, people perceive you as more energetic and approachable. And at this stage in life, it's not about blending in with what's safe. It's about choosing what makes you feel alive. Switching from beige to ivory may seem like a small adjustment, but in reality, it's a powerful step toward presenting yourself with strength and elegance. Number 2. Black near the face. Many women have relied on black for years because it's slimming, elegant, and easy to match with anything. But as we reach our 70s and beyond, black, especially when worn close to the face, can create more problems than benefits. While it once looked sharp and chic, it now has a tendency to emphasize wrinkles, dark circles, and the natural shadows of the face. Instead of softening your appearance, black can make you look harsher, sometimes even tired or stern, when that's not how you feel inside. The reason lies in the way black interacts with mature skin. It provides the strongest possible contrast, which in younger years can look dramatic and striking, But as skin texture changes with age, that same contrast can draw the eye to fine lines or uneven tones rather than highlighting your natural warmth. It's not that black is off limits. It's simply less forgiving than it used to be. What works better? Deep navy and charcoal gray. Both colors carry the same sense of sophistication and slimming effect, but without the severe edge. Navy, for example, is softer on the complexion while still looking refined. It frames the face in a way that brings attention to the eyes rather than pulling focus to lines or shadows. Charcoal gray does something similar. It maintains elegance, but with a subtle gentleness that works beautifully on aging skin. Think of Eleanor, an 80-year-old woman who had a closet full of black blouses and turtlenecks. She noticed that every time she wore them, people asked if she was tired. When she began choosing navy instead, something remarkable happened. Friends started telling her she looked refreshed and rested, even on days when she hadn't slept well. That shift in how others perceived her wasn't about makeup or skincare, it was about the power of color. Psychologically, people respond to what they see in subtle ways. A soft but rich shade, like navy, communicates approachability, calm and strength, while black can sometimes signal distance. After 70, it's not just about style, it's about ensuring that your wardrobe reflects the vitality you still carry inside. By moving away from black near the face and replacing it with navy or charcoal, you project an energy that feels both elegant and alive. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 3, pastel pinks and baby blues. Soft pastels like pale pink and baby blue often look sweet and gentle on the clothing rack, but on women over 70, these shades can unintentionally highlight the very things you'd rather not draw attention to. Because they are so light and delicate, they can make redness in the cheeks, age spots, or uneven skin tones more noticeable. Instead of bringing a glow to the face, they may leave your complexion looking pale or washed out. The effect comes down to how color interacts with mature skin. Pastels carry a cool undertone and very little depth, which means they don't provide enough contrast to balance natural changes in pigmentation. When you wear these shades, the eye naturally gravitates toward imperfections rather than your best features. What was once charming and youthful can now appear faded and even a bit fragile. The better alternative is to embrace richer, deeper versions of these same families of color: rose instead of pale pink and teal instead of baby blue. Rose adds warmth and vitality, lighting up the skin with its richness. It communicates elegance while still keeping a touch of softness. Teal, on the other hand, offers a dynamic mix of blue and green that flatters a wide range of skin tones. Unlike baby blue, teal has depth. It strengthens your overall look and conveys both confidence and life. Consider Margaret, a 72-year-old woman who always reached for pastel cardigans because they reminded her of the cheerful style she wore decades ago. She often felt her face looked dull in family photos. When she tried a rose-colored blouse for the first time, her daughter remarked that she looked 10 years younger. The same happened when she traded her light blue scarves for teal. Suddenly, her complexion looked brighter. Her eyes stood out more, and she felt proud of her reflection again. There's a psychological reason behind this. Deeper, richer colors project strength and energy, while overly pale tones can send a message of fragility. After 70, your clothing should reflect the vibrancy and wisdom you carry, not suggest that you're fading away. By making small shifts from pastels to stronger shades, you allow your true presence to shine through. People won't just see the color, they'll see you, and they'll sense your vitality. Number 4. Bright neon hues. There is no denying that neon colors grab attention. Shades like electric yellow, fluorescent orange, and hot pink are loud, bold, and impossible to ignore. But on women over 70, these tones often do more harm than good. Instead of highlighting your features, they can overwhelm them, drawing the eye to the clothing itself rather than to your face. Neon shades create an imbalance where the brightness of the fabric takes center stage and the subtle beauty of your natural complexion gets lost. The reason is simple: neon colors are associated with intensity and youthful flash. They work by overpowering everything around them, which can feel harsh next to softer, more delicate skin. Rather than creating harmony, they create competition. When the color wears you instead of you wearing the color, it undermines the confidence and sophistication you want to project. A far better option is to lean into jewel tones, rich emerald, sapphire blue, or deep ruby. These shades are still bold and full of life, but they flatter instead of overpower. They carry depth, richness, and elegance, which highlight your best features instead of drowning them out. Jewel tones frame the face beautifully, adding brightness to your eyes and warmth to your skin without stealing the spotlight. Take Dorothy, an 83-year-old woman who loved her neon scarves because they made her feel playful. She noticed, however, that in photos her skin looked almost washed out next to those glowing colors. When she swapped them for a sapphire scarf and later a ruby red blouse, the change was striking. Not only did people compliment her on her outfits, but they also told her she looked radiant and full of energy. The color no longer shouted over her presence, it amplified it. Psychologically, jewel tones send a very different message than neon hues. They suggest confidence, richness, and timelessness, qualities that resonate deeply with mature women. Neons might say, "Look at this color," while jewel tones say, "Look at this woman." That's a critical difference. When you've lived through decades of experience and wisdom, you don't need your clothes to scream for you. You want them to harmonize with the dignity and grace you already carry. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 5. Gray on gray outfits. Gray is often seen as sophisticated, practical, and versatile, and there's no doubt it has a rightful place in any wardrobe. But when worn as a head-to-toe outfit, especially in lighter or medium shades, gray can create a flat and lifeless effect. For women over 70, this can unintentionally emphasize fatigue, under-eye circles, or a lack of color in the complexion. Instead of highlighting vitality, gray on gray dressing can make you appear more tired than you actually feel. The issue isn't the color itself, but the absence of contrast. Monochrome gray tends to mute facial features, especially when natural skin tone loses some of its depth with age. Without another shade to provide balance, the outfit and the face can blend into one continuous muted canvas. This is why gray suits or sweaters paired with more gray often leave the overall look feeling a little too subdued. The solution is to treat gray as a base and elevate it with accent colors. Burgundy, plum, or turquoise, for example, add instant energy and create the balance that gray alone lacks. Burgundy introduces warmth, plum conveys richness, and turquoise brings vibrancy. When paired with gray, these colors pop beautifully without feeling overwhelming. They add the spark that lifts an outfit from flat to refined. Consider Helen, a 78-year-old woman who often wore grey slacks with a grey cardigan, thinking it looked sleek and timeless. She admitted she felt invisible in social settings, as though her outfit blended into the background. One day, she added a plum scarf to her grey ensemble. The compliments were immediate. People noticed not just the scarf, but how alive her face looked against the color. She felt seen again, not for the clothes alone, but for the energy they reflected in her. Colors influence perception. When you add a bold accent to a neutral foundation, it signals strength, confidence, and liveliness. Gray still has its place, but it should serve as the backdrop, not the whole story. After 70, clothing should not mute your presence, it should elevate it. Pairing gray with vibrant accents ensures that your look conveys the warmth and vitality you want others to feel when they see you. Final thoughts. As we wrap up this video, take a moment to think about the 5 colors we've talked about today. Which ones stood out to you the most? Maybe you've noticed how beige blends into your skin, or how black near your face feels a little harsher than it used to. Perhaps you've been drawn to pastels or even playful neons, only to realize they don't flatter you the way deeper tones do. Or maybe you've worn too much gray at once and wondered why your reflection seemed to lack energy. The important thing to remember is that none of this is about giving up your personal style. It's about making small, thoughtful adjustments that bring out your natural beauty and help you feel confident every time you get dressed. The right colors can lift your spirit, brighten your face, and make others see the vibrant, wise, and graceful woman you truly are. So now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these color changes do you see yourself trying first? What shade makes you feel most alive when you wear it? Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.